Understanding the true disciples of Esoteric Buddhism, also known as Vajrayana or Tantric Buddhism, is a profound and intricate path within the broader Buddhist tradition. To truly understand who can be considered a legitimate disciple of Esoteric Buddhism, we must delve deeply into the qualifications, practices, and philosophies that underpin this spiritual journey.
Qualifications of a true disciple. The true disciples of Esoteric Buddhism are individuals who have achieved a significant level of spiritual development, often referred to as Min Tong Kien Tan, or the realization of one's true nature. In contemporary terms, these individuals are likened to bodhisattvas who have reached the initial stages of enlightenment, known as So True. These bodhisattvas begin their esoteric practice after achieving a foundational understanding and direct experience of the nature of reality. A crucial aspect of this qualification is the ability to endure rigorous spiritual tests. These tests are not mere formalities but profound experiences that challenge and refine the practitioner's understanding and resolve. The practitioners must have relinquished all delusions, discriminations, and attachments. This state of being allows them to tui duyin ma kong fan duyin, meaning they can adapt to any circumstances without being swayed by them. This adaptability is a testament to their maintained purity of mind, demonstrating their ability to remain serene and undisturbed in any situation. The nature of true esoteric practice. Esoteric Buddhism emphasizes practices that might appear paradoxical or even contradictory to conventional understanding. One of the core principles is the non-arising of thoughts, known as Kong Koi Tam Dong Nim. This means that a true practitioner does not initiate thoughts or emotional responses. Such a state is considered the hallmark of true esoteric practice, where the mind remains undisturbed and clear, akin to a mirror reflecting without any attachment or distortion. However, this profound state is not easily attainable. It requires intense discipline, deep meditation, and unwavering commitment. Practitioners must engage in specific rituals, mantras, and visualizations that are unique to Esoteric Buddhism. These practices are designed to purify the mind, eradicate karmic obstructions, and cultivate wisdom and compassion. Overcoming bias and discrimination. Despite its deep roots and significant contributions to Buddhist thought, Esoteric Buddhism often faces misunderstanding and bias, even within the broader Buddhist community. Some practitioners of other Buddhist schools may harbor strong prejudices against Esoteric Buddhism, viewing its practices as unconventional or even heretical. This discrimination can manifest as open criticism or subtle dismissal. It's essential to recognize that such biases stem from a lack of understanding. Esoteric Buddhism, like all other Buddhist paths, aims to lead practitioners to enlightenment. The differences in practices and philosophies should be seen as complementary rather than contradictory. The path of Esoteric Buddhism, with its focus on direct experience and profound transformation, offers unique methods to achieve the same ultimate goal of liberation and enlightenment. The importance of a solid foundation in exoteric teachings. Before embarking on the esoteric path, it is vital to have a solid foundation in exoteric teachings, known as Hien Jiao. This foundation typically involves extensive study and practice in the fundamental teachings of Buddhism, including the Four Noble Truths, the Eightfold Path, and the practice of mindfulness and concentration. Mastery of these teachings provides the necessary groundwork upon which esoteric practices can be effectively built. It is often recommended that practitioners engage in at least 10 years of rigorous study and practice of exoteric teachings before transitioning to esoteric practices. This period of preparation is not merely about accumulating knowledge but about cultivating the mind and developing the qualities necessary for advanced practice. It involves not only intellectual understanding but also the embodiment of the teachings in daily life. The role of the teacher. In Esoteric Buddhism, the role of the teacher, or guru, is of paramount importance. The guru is not just a mentor but a spiritual guide who transmits the profound and often secret teachings to the disciple. The relationship between guru and disciple is based on deep trust, respect, and commitment. The guru provides the necessary guidance, instructions, and blessings that enable the disciple to navigate the complexities of esoteric practice, one of the revered teachers in this tradition, Dai Su Trang Jia, emphasized the importance of understanding and adhering to the foundational teachings before engaging in esoteric practices. He believed that without a firm grounding in the basics, attempting advanced practices would be futile and potentially harmful. His advice underscores the need for a methodical and disciplined approach to spiritual development. The challenges of esoteric practice. Esoteric Buddhism presents unique challenges that require exceptional dedication and resilience. The practices often involve complex rituals, intricate visualizations, and profound meditative techniques. These methods are designed to transform the practitioner's mind and body, leading to a direct realization of the true nature of reality. One of the significant challenges is maintaining purity of mind in the midst of worldly activities. Esoteric practitioners are encouraged to cultivate a state of inner purity while engaging with the external world. This involves seeing through the illusions of mundane existence and recognizing the inherent emptiness and interdependence of all phenomena. The integration of wisdom and compassion. At the heart of esoteric Buddhism is the integration of wisdom, prajna, and compassion, karuna. Wisdom refers to the deep understanding of the nature of reality, particularly the concepts of emptiness and interdependence. Compassion involves the sincere wish to alleviate the suffering of all sentient beings and the active engagement in practices that benefit others. The esoteric path emphasizes the development of both these qualities in a balanced and harmonious manner. Practitioners engage in specific practices that cultivate wisdom, such as profound meditative absorptions and direct insight into the nature of mind. Simultaneously, they perform rituals and activities that generate compassion, such as offering prayers, performing acts of kindness, and engaging in altruistic actions. The equality of all Dharma paths. A central tenet of Buddhism is the equality of all Dharma paths. This means that no single path is inherently superior to another. Each path, whether exoteric or esoteric, offers unique methods and insights that cater to different types of practitioners. The choice of path should be based on the individual's inclinations, capacities, and spiritual needs. In this context, it is essential to approach all Dharma paths with respect and an open mind. Discrimination or bias against any path goes against the fundamental principles of Buddhism, which emphasize tolerance, understanding, and unity. Practitioners are encouraged to learn from various traditions and to recognize the value and contributions of each path. The practice of Pure Land Buddhism. Pure Land Buddhism, with its focus on reciting the name of Amitabha Buddha, Neem Fat, and aspiring to be reborn in the Pure Land, offers a straightforward and accessible path for many practitioners. This path emphasizes faith, devotion, and the cultivation of a pure mind. It provides a practical method for overcoming karmic obstacles and achieving liberation. In contrast to esoteric Buddhism's complex rituals, Pure Land practices are relatively simple and can be easily integrated into daily life. This accessibility makes Pure Land Buddhism a popular choice for many practitioners, particularly those who may find esoteric practices challenging or intimidating. The interplay between esoteric and exoteric practices. The relationship between esoteric and exoteric practices is not one of opposition but of complementarity. Exoteric practices provide the foundational understanding and ethical framework necessary for advanced esoteric practices. They help cultivate the qualities of mindfulness, concentration, and ethical conduct, which are essential for esoteric practice. Conversely, esoteric practices offer profound insights and transformative techniques that can deepen and enhance exoteric practice. They provide methods for directly experiencing the nature of mind and reality, which can lead to a more profound and comprehensive understanding of the Dharma. The role of rituals and mantras. Rituals and mantras play a significant role in esoteric Buddhism. These practices are not mere formalities but are considered powerful methods for purifying the mind, accumulating merit, and transforming one's consciousness. Mantras, in particular, are seen as the embodiment of the enlightened qualities of the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. Reciting mantras with concentration and devotion can generate profound spiritual benefits. The importance of ethical conduct. Ethical conduct is a cornerstone of all Buddhist practices, including esoteric Buddhism. Adhering to ethical precepts creates a stable and harmonious foundation for spiritual practice. It involves refraining from harmful actions, cultivating positive qualities, and engaging in acts of kindness and compassion. Ethical conduct purifies the mind and creates the conditions necessary for deeper meditative absorption and insight. The transformative power of meditation. Meditation is at the heart of esoteric Buddhism. It involves various techniques designed to still the mind, cultivate concentration, and generate insight into the nature of reality. Esoteric meditation practices often include visualizations of deities, recitations of mantras, and the cultivation of specific mental states. These practices aim to transform the practitioner's mind, leading to a direct experience of enlightenment. The role of visualization. Visualization is a unique and powerful practice in esoteric Buddhism. It involves creating vivid mental images of deities, mandalas, and sacred symbols. These visualizations are not just imaginative exercises but are considered direct manifestations of enlightened qualities. By visualizing oneself as a deity, the practitioner can cultivate the qualities of that deity, such as compassion, wisdom, and purity. The path to enlightenment. The ultimate goal of esoteric Buddhism, like all Buddhist paths, is to achieve enlightenment. Enlightenment is the realization of the true nature of reality, characterized by profound wisdom, boundless compassion, and perfect liberation. Esoteric practices provide specific methods for attaining this goal, including advanced meditative techniques, rituals, and direct transmission from the Guru. The integration of esoteric practices into daily life. One of the challenges of esoteric Buddhism is integrating advanced practices into daily life. This requires balancing the demands of daily responsibilities with the rigorous requirements of esoteric practice. Practitioners are encouraged to maintain a continuous awareness of the teachings and to apply the principles of compassion and wisdom in all their activities. This integration helps to bridge the gap between formal practice and everyday life, creating a seamless path of spiritual development. The importance of community and support. Practicing esoteric Buddhism often involves engaging with a supportive community of like-minded practitioners. This community provides encouragement, guidance, and a sense of shared purpose. It helps to create a conducive environment for spiritual growth and provides opportunities for collective practice, such as group meditations, rituals, and teachings. Being part of a community also allows practitioners to share their experiences, learn from others, and receive support during challenging times. The role of faith and devotion. Faith and devotion are crucial components of esoteric Buddhism. Faith in the teachings, the Guru, and the path provides the motivation and confidence needed to undertake challenging practices. Devotion to the deities and the teachings helps to cultivate a deep connection and a sense of reverence. These qualities are not blind beliefs but are based on a clear understanding of the teachings and a direct experience of their benefits. The challenges of modern practice. Practicing esoteric Buddhism in the modern world presents unique challenges. The fast-paced, materialistic nature of contemporary society can create distractions and obstacles to deep practice. Practitioners must find ways to navigate these challenges, such as creating a dedicated practice space, setting aside regular times for meditation, and prioritizing spiritual development. Modern technology and communication can also provide valuable resources, such as online teachings, virtual communities, and digital texts. The interconnectedness of all beings. A fundamental principle of Buddhism is the interconnectedness of all beings. This principle underlies the practices of compassion and altruism in esoteric Buddhism. Recognizing that all beings are interconnected leads to a deep sense of responsibility and a commitment to alleviate suffering. Practitioners are encouraged to cultivate a compassionate heart and to engage in activities that benefit others. This sense of interconnectedness also fosters a sense of humility and gratitude, as practitioners realize that their spiritual progress is supported by countless beings and conditions. The evolution of esoteric Buddhism. Esoteric Buddhism has a rich history that has evolved over centuries. It has absorbed and integrated various cultural and spiritual influences, creating a diverse and dynamic tradition. Understanding the historical and cultural context of esoteric Buddhism can deepen one's appreciation of its practices and teachings. It also highlights the adaptability and resilience of the tradition, showing how it has evolved to meet the needs of different times and cultures. The future of esoteric Buddhism. As esoteric Buddhism continues to spread globally, it faces both opportunities and challenges. The global dissemination of teachings offers the potential to reach a broader audience and to foster greater understanding and appreciation of the tradition. However, it also presents challenges, such as maintaining the authenticity and integrity of the teachings, adapting practices to different cultural contexts, and addressing the needs of modern practitioners. Conclusion: esoteric Buddhism offers a profound and transformative path for those who are prepared to undertake its rigorous practices. It requires a solid foundation in exoteric teachings, a deep commitment to ethical conduct, and the guidance of a qualified guru. Practitioners must cultivate wisdom and compassion, integrate their practices into daily life, and navigate the challenges of modern society. By doing so, they can realize the ultimate goal of enlightenment and contribute to the well-being of all beings.